What's up, guys? Oh, that's me. Welcome back to another video from Bulls to the Wall Trading. Today is Tuesday, March 5th, 2019, and this is going to be my watch list. Oops, let me move this out of the way. And this is going to be my watch list for, I just went blank, for March 6th, 2019. Let me just make sure that I am streaming. 1 second. Yeah, I am streaming. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be my watch list for March 6th, 2019. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe and like. This is a channel geared towards new traders, and I basically like to break down the stereotype that trading is difficult. So if you enjoy how I trade, if you enjoy how I explain things, please subscribe and like. Follow me on social media. My Twitter is @BullsToTheWall. And you can check out my website, bullstothewalltrading.com. I have a free newsletter that you can sign up. I'll send you updates to your email address, giving you stocks that I think are going to be good, giving you some technical analysis and just some tips. So check that out, bullstothewalltrading.com. And I also have a free chat room through the Discord app, and I will leave that link in the description of the video along with everything else that I just mentioned. Before I get into the watch list, as always, I'm not a financial planner or a financial advisor, so anything that I discuss on this video is just for educational purposes. So please don't take any of these stocks that I'm talking about and throw money at it hoping that you're going to make money. Things don't work out that way. So welcome. I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get into it. So we are looking at a chart right now of a 1 day with 1 day. And each candle is 5 minutes. And that's how I like my setup when it comes to day trading. So we're going to get into day trading first. The first one that I have on my list is ACB. Okay, so there's many different ways of trading, and I always say this in all my videos, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but you guys, if you're learning or if you're like just getting your feet wet, you have to understand that there's many different ways of trading. If there was just one standard way of trading, the stock market wouldn't exist because everybody would buy at the same time and everybody would sell at the same time. So a lot of people ask me, what's the best way to trade? And there's no answer to that. The best answer is that you have to find the best way that works for you. And that was a challenge to me when I first started, because I would watch videos or I would read books, and everybody has a different way of trading. So what you have to do, and your challenge, is finding a way that makes sense to you and finding a way that you understand and finding a way that you like. So what I'm about to explain as far as day trading is what works for me, and it's the way that makes sense to me. So if this is a way that you like, by all means, copy my style and do what you got to do. If it's not something that you like, just know that there's other ways of trading. Another thing that I did when I was learning is every strategy that I learned from watching videos or reading books, I took something out of it. And then once I had enough knowledge, I took a little bit of everything that I learned and came up with my own little strategies from just taking or dissecting a little piece of information from every book or every video that I watch. So again, there's different styles. These are my styles. So for day trading, I like to see a stock that is moving its way up. So this stock is on an uptrend. It's in an amazing uptrend, and it had an amazing day today. So what do I like to see? Something like this, stock that moves up and it makes a new high. The first thing that we do is we identify the high, which is right here at $8.18. And what we're going to do is we're going to hope for a momentum play. So what we want to happen is the price of this stock, we want it to break the high of the day, which is $8.18. And we want it to have good volume as it breaks through that $8.18. So this is our resistance line right here. And we want it to break across $8.18. And if it has good volume, we can say that this is going to be a stock that's continuing this momentum. Why is it continuing the momentum, or why could it continue the momentum? Well, because it's making a new high. It's breaking its old high. And that's basically all there is to it with these momentum plays. Also, if I'm looking at this stock, if we really wanted to get technical, we could also say that it's, about to break out or something like this, because it's trading, whoops, in a channel like so. If this stays, so it's trading within here, and eventually at some point it's going to break up or down. But I don't like drawing these kind of drawings when it comes to day trading, because it moves really, really fast. But this is the main thing when it comes to momentum trading. We identify the high of the day, we draw a resistance line, and what we want to happen is for the price to break above the high. In this case, it's $8.18. If it breaks above with good volume, we could get in. And the theory is that it's going to break its new high, break its old high, excuse me, and continue to keep making newer highs. So that's the first one, ACB. Next one is UXIN. And this is more of the same. This one had a kind of like a up and down days. Obviously not as good as the last chart that we saw, but we do the same thing. Where's the high of day? It's right here at 519. So this is where we draw our, oh, I gotta change my drawing tool. It's right here at 519. So that's where, oh, come on. 519, so that's where we draw our resistance line, or our high of day line, whatever you want to call it. And we do the same thing. We want the price to come up, break above $5.19 with good volume, and that could indicate that it's going to have a nice pop to the upside. If you're watching this and you don't understand what you're seeing, you don't understand how to read moving averages or the MACD or RSI, check out my website. I have a course on there that you can take, and I explain every single thing. So by the time you're done with that course, you'll be able to trade like me and be able to read everything on this chart. So those are the only two that I had for day trading. I didn't really see anything else that caught my attention. So I'm going to switch it over to swing trading, and I have some really cool swing trading patterns that I wanted to show you guys. I know I usually do the same one, so I figured I'd switch it up and show you guys something different. So for day trading, I use a 1 day 5-minute candlestick chart. For swing trading, I use a 1 year chart where each candle is a day. So it's two totally different things. So the first one that I have for swing trading, I have F for Ford. And this is a drawing that I have here. So these blue lines are lines that I have drawn. Why do I have these lines drawn? Because this is the pattern that I'm seeing. So basically, the stock is trading within these blue lines that I have drawn. And if we zoom in over here, you'll see that it's basically just going up and down and going up and down, and not really going above or below these blue lines. So this is a good stock, because at some point it's going to decide if it's going to break to the upside, and then that's when the bulls will buy, hoping that it goes to the upside. Or if it breaks to the downside, that's when the bears will get in, or the shorts, and will take this stock all the way down. So this isn't a pattern that I trade a lot as far as swing trading, but I figured that I always do the same one, which is a double bottom. So I just wanted to make a video showing different patterns. So hopefully you guys can see that this blue line right here, I'm just tracing the highs of these candlesticks right here, all the way down here to down here. And for this line right here, it's just the bottom of these candlesticks. So when you do that, it creates this pattern, and you'll see that it's kind of inching closer to decide what it's going to do. So keep this one on watch, because at some point it's going to break to the upside or to the downside. The next one is SIRI, and I think this is the same pattern. Yep. So I have another line here. So again, I have my bottom line right here, and this is just tracing the lows of the candlesticks. And this line right here is tracing the high of these candlesticks. So again, if we zoom in, this stock is trading inside this triangle, and at some point it's going to break to the upside or to the downside. So that's why I'm watching that. And this line right here, this is just a resistance line. So if you see, this stock has a hard time going above where this blue line is. It didn't go above it there. These two occasions, it didn't break through above here or here. So if I'm looking at this chart, I'm saying that my theory would be that if it breaks to the upside and it breaks out of this triangle that it's in, it could see some resistance over here. Why? Because it's seen some resistance in the past at that level. All right. So hopefully, again, there's that pattern again, and just an additional resistance line right there. And again, these are patterns that I don't often trade, but I just wanted to make a video showing different ways that you could swing trade, or you can recognize some patterns. The next one is S for sprint, and this is more or less the same as day trading. We have a high of, it's not a high of day, it's the high of the year, because we're looking at a yearly chart, and the high of the year is $6.62. If you notice, it's never gone past $6.62. It almost did it over here, but it never went past it. And over here, it kind of got close, not really, and then it came down, and now it's just hanging out at $6.40. So if this stock can come up and break above its old high, it'll be making a new high, not for the day, but a new high for the year. And that could bring in a lot of investors to throw money at this stock because it's making a new yearly high. So again, this is another pattern that I don't usually trade, but I just wanted to showcase different patterns that you can see if you are swing trading. The next one is AUY. All right, here's another pattern. This is more like a channel. I like to look at this as basically like ping pong. You just have two walls and the ball is just bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down, rebounding from every wall or from both walls. And if you see right here what it did today, it's basically just bouncing off of this bottom line right here. So it's just been kind of going up and down, up and down, up and down. Here it broke down a little bit, but then it came back. It bounced back up again, bounced from this top line. Now it's coming down, and then in theory, it should bounce back up. So again, this is something that we'll be watching tomorrow, just to see if it continues the trend that it has had. Does that make sense? That it continues the trend that it's had. Whatever, you guys understand what I'm saying, for the last couple months. If not, it'll break through, and then this whole pattern will basically be useless, because if it breaks through and just continues to go down, it basically breaks the pattern. But again, this is another pattern that you can trade. And the last one is ESV, and this is more of my traditional pattern, which would be the double bottom or finding a previous level of support. And this is a pattern that I'm really comfortable with, because it's become second nature to me. So basically what we do here is we look for a support line, which I have drawn right here. And why is this a support line? Because the stock rebounded from that level right here, and it looks like it's doing it right here again. So what we want is for a stock to come down and bounce, forming this support line. And then if it comes down and bounces off again, we could say that's a double bottom, or it's finding its support, and it should rebound again, just like it did over here. So that's basically it. Those are a couple patterns that I wanted to give you. This last one is the one that I trade just about all the time, because it's the one that I'm most comfortable with and the one that I can spot really, really easily. But I just wanted to give you guys other patterns so you guys can see that it's not just about double bottoms for swing trading. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't done so, please subscribe and like. Check out my website, boltsofthewalltrading.com. Follow me on Twitter at boltsofthewall. If you have any questions, contact me. I have an area in my on my website where you can contact me if you guys want to do a one-on-one, or if you guys have any other questions, feel free to contact me. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.